Hey, Shalom. First, I would like to give all praises to Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Yahweh who the world ignorantly calls God, Yahweh Shai who the world ignorantly calls Jesus. Want to give a double honor to the apostles of great millstone who are serving His truth. Want to give a peace and blessings to the occupant cosmic four corners of the earth who teach the truth and rest like to do so. It's going to be a quick video, low-only videos, edifying, low-only brothers. Get something from this video. Basically, what's going to be about is about the end times and, the times coming up, and you got to understand that electing the 1/3 is going to be saved out of this place. The Most High said He will have mercy on whom He will have mercy on. And all of this, everything in this kingdom is temporary. It's coming into an end. It's coming into a stop. Okay, and the change of power is getting ready to take place. But before the good could come, the bad has to come first. And we just hope that we get, brought through the bad, untouched. Okay, Lord willing. This is Luke 21:36. It says, let me see. Yeah, Luke 21:36. It says, "Watch ye therefore and pray always, that ye may be accounted worthy to escape all these things that shall come to pass and stand before the Son of Man." So it says, "Watch ye therefore and pray always," okay, that we might be accounted worthy. Okay, I'm gonna get a precept to this really fast. So like, yeah, bear with me. But yeah, because we have to pray, that the Most High see us through this fire, and we fall, we're sinful, man. We don't, even Paul said it. He said that, basically that what he does, he don't want to do, you know what I mean? But this body is so weak and so marinated in the BS that that is sometimes it's hard, man, and it can be hard. I'm trying to find the scripture so like it. So like it, bear with me. Right here. It's Hebrews 10:36. It says, "For ye have need of patience, that after ye have done the will of the Most High Yahweh." What's the will of the Most High Yahweh? Well, the will is to teach His word ultimately, and follow this word and follow the law to the best of our abilities. Okay, and with teaching His word, you're gonna have to have patience. Patience, is to suffer, a little bit. You know what I mean? It's to suffer a little bit, but it says that ye might receive the promise. Well, what's the promise? The promise is the end of this society and the beginning of an everlasting society where the true people of the Lord are on top, which is the so-called black man, Native American man, and the so-called Mexican man. Because once the people are on top, because right now, the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. When you read in Job, it says that. So everything is going to be wicked. Okay, everything is going to, you might be vexed. You might walk outside and see homosexuality going on or some madness going on, man, knowing that that's not right. And if they were in their right mind, they wouldn't think that's right as well. But they're so marinated in the bullshit, right? Because this place promotes nothing but wickedness. They're so marinated in the bullshit that it got a hold of them and caught them, right? And now they're just waiting for destruction. Okay, now they're just waiting for destruction. Okay, let me read this back. It says, "For ye have need of patience." It says, "After ye have done the will of the Most High Yahweh, ye might receive the promise." Okay, and I just explained to you what the promise is. But we got to understand what times I'm talking about, because most people don't think, because shit had this captivity has been going on for a minute. So where most people don't think that it's coming into an end, but Yahweh Shai told you what to look out for and what to watch out for, okay? Which will mark the last days, okay? This is Jeremiah 30, And so I started at 6. It says, ask ye now, and see whether a man doth travail with child. Now, we hope to be protected in these days and it's time to come. I hope to be protected in the time to come. It says, wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins as a woman in travail? Okay, with his hands on his loin as a woman in travail, and all faces are turned into paleness. That's a question mark. All faces are turned into paleness. Okay, alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. So the day that's coming up, there's no day like it. It's going to be all out chaos going on in this place. All out chaos, man. Esau he don't want to give up his kingdom like that, but the kingdom must be overturned. It must be overturned. It has to be. This world can't go on in wickedness like this. You know what I mean? It can't just, it can't continue to move forward in the BS, because then it won't be nothing left. It won't be nothing left. It won't be shit. Everything that you get will be artificial. At this devil stay in power. Okay, it says, alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even a time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. Okay? Israel, right? The elected Israel and the 1/3 are going to be saved out of it. You know what I mean? It's going to be saved out of the BS, out of the madness. Okay? We have to trust and understand that. Okay? The scriptures also say he has care for his elect, and I'll get there real quick. In Wisdom of Solomon, the 3rd chapter. It says, I'll just skip down. It says, they that put their trust in him shall understand the truth, and such as be faithful in love shall abide with him. For grace and mercy is to his saints, and he hath care for his elect. Okay, he has care for his elect. And the days are sped up. Why? Because it's for the elect's sake. It says, but the ungodly shall be punished according to their own imaginations, which have neglected the righteous and forsaken the Lord. Okay, so the ungodly is definitely going to be punished because they forsake the Lord, not only with their mouth, but with their action as well. What they're doing. You tell a nigga to get right, he might fight you. You tell a nigga to put the blunt down, he might fight you. You know what I mean? He might look at you crazy, But in this case, it ain't for everybody, and now growing up in his word and growing up in his truth, you kind of start to know, who you talk about it with, you kind of know who you don't talk about it with, and you know how serious it is once, you get in this thing. Once you wake up for the first time, you just be so excited that, because it's the truth, you be so excited, and you start, telling everybody, and wondering why people don't vibe to it. Well, people don't vibe to it because they're not meant to vibe to it. You were meant to vibe to it. Okay, now you're meant to preach it. So therefore, you might receive the salvation. Okay, along with myself. Okay, salvation comes with being saved out of that second fire. Out of that fire slot. That's going to, from the nukes. Okay, and getting put up in a leadership and a king position to rule the universe, which you're practicing now, man.